104 is mandatory, right? For proceed for 400
Yes, what?
certification. This
Yeah,
104 is
104.
mandatory.
104 is mandatory for clearing your Azure 400. Even 104 is the administrator level. If you are going to a developer side, you are getting one another certification of 204. Either you have to go with 104 or either you have to go with 204. After then only you can able to give the certification of 400. Okay. So
Okay,
I
we
have very few
cannot
time.
jump into 400 directly.
No, no, you can't. You can't. Okay. So this is the overview I told you, and you will get all details of your virtual machine here only: size, disk, address, availability, and skill set. This all options, few options, I will cover in my next lecture whenever you will learn that. Okay. But those are needed thing I am giving you today only. So activity log. This activity log is giving you the complete information. Means when you created that and when you updated your virtual machine, when you deleted, so your all activities will be stored here only. Okay, and after then you see here access control, that is nothing but a IAM. As I told you last time, only JIT means just in time, which we are giving a few time for accessing our virtual machine. That everything you can set from here only. This is nothing but a access control, means you are giving a access to your virtual machine, that they are calling it as a IAM. So here we are going to the tag and we can assign a tag to our virtual machine, because as I told you, if you are creating 1000 virtual machine, so for what you are using that 1000%, every virtual machine we are using for different purpose. So you can give different values and you can assign the departments or for which they are belonging. So this everything we are giving with the help of this tag only. Okay, and then we are diagnosis and problem. Suppose you are having any problem with virtual machine, like anyone can able to not log into virtual machine, or anyone is providing different values. So this diagnosis and these problems you will list out from here, and you can troubleshoot your that problem, your deployment or relate to this. Everything is listed here, and that will give you the direction how to solve your that problem. Even with the help of networking, if you will click here on networking, you will get more details of networking. What is your network interface, your IP address, and which port you activated. Here I activated HTTP port. That's why I can able to see that HTTP port, and this 3389 port. These are I activated. So this you can see in the your network page. Connect. That is very important. With this only you can taking a RDP of your port, and you are connecting to your virtual machine. Similarly, as you means I told you this is a disk, so you can able to create, or you means you will get a disk. You are getting 127 GB of means a default storage with your virtual machine. Even if you want to change the size of your plant, if you want more RAM and this everything, you can select from here only. We mostly selected this D2S plan, so that is visible here. Even this is a security, means anything, or means any attack is happened to your virtual machine, because you opened that port number 80, and any attack is happened to your virtual machine, so you will get here means security alerts and everything. This two attacks you got, and this one and that one. So this is related to that security. Even you can say next is your availability and scalability set. I will conduct in that your next. That is not much important. Even lock is one of important portion. If by default anyone means deleting or mistakenly can able to means your virtual machine is deleting most of the time by mistake. So you can give a lock to your virtual machine. You can add a lock. So after giving lock, you can't able to delete your resource, you can't able to delete your virtual machine. So lock we are using for that purpose only, means no need to delete. The best session is a different concept. Okay, if you can automatically shut down your virtual machine, just you have to fill up this few parameter, and you can automatically shut down your virtual machine. Even if you want to take a backup, If you want to take a backup of your virtual machine, you can take a backup of your virtual machine, but no need to use this backup item in your training purpose, because within every day that is taking a backup, and if you are deleting your virtual machine, still that backup is available for next 30 days. And if your backup is available means you are using store, so you have to pay a bill for that. So no need to use this backup item anymore. Even we are getting here three types of backup, like one is the continuous backup, one is daily backup, and one is full backup. You are getting these three items here, but no need to go with when you are means actually working in industry level, that time you are taking backup, then it's okay. But now you are in training level, so no need to take a backup of this. Okay. Even disaster recovery, if any from malfunction or any disaster recovery, so you can able to store your virtual machine in different region also. Even even what is more important here now left, uh, yeah, alerts means a few alerts or a few warnings you will get from this window if any malfunctioning that happens with your virtual machine. Even means how much RAM you are using, how much store you are using in matrix terms, you can able to see with the graph how much of CPU, how much of data disk you are is getting and using. This virtual machine is new only. I am not played here much role, that's why I'm not getting here much diagrams and graph, but you can able to get here only. Even you can get a logs means as I told you in last time only, when you created that virtual machine, when you updated, and this everything we will get from here only. So these are only the few tasks which is very important. Even as we already discussed, boot diagnosis, when your virtual machine is started, that time we can what is the boot process and this everything we are getting in this. And this is a performance diagnosis means what virtual machine you selected that RAM and everything, so your performance you can improve with the help of this also. Even reset password I already told you, because this is one of the important, if you forgot, so you can able to reset a password from here only. So these all are nothing but useful task, and those are not useful and not told you. And we are dealing with today we are dealing with web apps. Okay. If you will search here web app, so what you are getting in Azure web apps, if I'm searching web apps, so you are not getting much, because web app is categorized under the app service. Okay. And as I recently use app service, so you will get this app service in my dashboard only. Okay. But if you are not getting this app service, so you should search your app app service, you should search from here only. Okay, so what is app service and what is the role and this everything today we will discuss. First, I am getting here to the app service, and after going toward this app service, I can create my web app from here. Okay, so you have to click here on create, and after clicking here on create, now I am able to create the web apps. Okay, so once again I will go back, and first I will again go to this app service. Okay, so first we will go with this notes. Let me share this one and share. Okay, yes, everyone can able to see this.
Yes, Krunal. Yes.
Everyone is able to see. Okay, so
Yes.
few questions I forgot because we went to this only. So what are the important options in VM? As I told you, those are options. Even how to take a backup, as I told you, when to take backup, and no need to take a backup, otherwise you will get extra billing. That will be active for complete 5 days or 30 days only. Even next question is how many type of disk we can attach to the VM. So we can able to attach two types of VM. One is managed and one is unmanaged. Managed means those are those are monitored, those are maintained by Azure, that is managed, and those are maintained by your end only, that is nothing but a unmanaged. These are most frequently asked questions, and that's why I'm dealing with that. Okay, and what he's saying, when I stopped VM, can I get a billing? Yes or no? Yes, you will get billing. Why? Because at the time of creation of your virtual machine, you created resource group, you create network interface card, you created virtual network. This everything you created, you stopped virtual machine, your virtual machine is stopped now. But your storage, whatever storage you allocated, that 127 of GB of storage, that everything is active. So you have to pay bill for that because your attached service stage will run, and because of in background, so that's why you have to pay for that public IP address, NSG, your network interface card and everything. Okay, and can I move a resources from one resource group to another resource group? Yes, I forgot to tell you this one, so we are jumping. Yes, everyone can able to see this or not? Azure portal you can see or not?
No, Krunal. We are seeing the
Okay.
features today.
Okay, good. Okay, now you will see. So as I forgot, I told you. So here, if you will go to virtual machine, and in virtual machine, if you are going to VM1, okay, and here you are going to our overview. So yeah, so see here, as I told you, can you move resource group? Here you are getting option. Here you are getting option of, don't make noise. Hello. You can move your resource group. That's why you are getting option of your move here. Even if you will go here, you can move subscription. You can move your Windows portal is visible to you. Azure portal is visible. Then why you are making noise? Don't disturb. Don't make a noise. Put your mic on that mute. I'm getting disturbed. Okay, so you can move your resource group. That's why you are getting your option of move. Even you can move your resource, your subscription also. But you can move your subscription with the help of few condition. But you can move your resource group without condition. Okay, so that's why you are getting here option of move. So it will be more easy for you to jump toward this portion of our frequently asked question, where we are going now. Okay, so what? Okay, can I move resources from one resource group to another resource group? Yes, I gave you the, there is a option of move, so you can move that. Okay, again, next question. Can I move a resource group from one subscription to another subscription? Yes, I can do that, but with a condition. What is that condition? Both the subscription in the same location. Means if you have one East US region and if you have one West US region, and if your one subscription is in East US and one subscription in West US, you can't move that. Your both subscription should be of same region. Then only you can move that your subscription from one resource group and to another. So this is a condition. Okay, you want a same region, but at the time of resource group, if your region is different, it's allowed. Okay, can we create or maintain a multiple subscription? Yes. Why and how? Suppose I made one subscription with the help of my one of credit card. Okay, and it is possible I have money in my another account and I have one another credit card also. So no need to cancel these. Array, you can able to take a subscription from another credit card. with your same user name and password or email ID, you can say. Okay, if you want to do that, you can do. So with your same username password, or you can say you with your same email ID, you can take a 2, 3, 4 multiple subscription because we have multiple bank accounts. Similarly, we can take a multiple subscription also in Azure. So now few very important question we will discuss, and then we will jump to our today's section. So very important question are, what is the difference between the subscription versus tenant? So subscription is related with our billing and how much resources you are using. How much resources you are using depends on that you will get a billing. So this is nothing but a definition of our resources. Oh, no, this is a definition of our subscription. But he's asking me about what is the difference between the subscription and tenant. So I gave him about subscription. Now we will discuss about tenant. What is tenant? Okay. So tenant is associated with a single identity. Tenant is associated with a single identity, like any person, organization, or any company. Okay, and can own one or more multiple subscription. One tenant can have one or more subscription, but one subscription can not have one or more tenant, you can say, because I told you na, tenant is associated with a single identity. Tenant is a single identity. So how any subscription will have one or more tenant, but one tenant can have one or more subscription. Okay, and tenant contains a multiple subscription, as I told you already. Tenant contains multiple subscription, and each subscription don't contain the individual tenant. As I told you, if you have one subscription, you cannot have a means per individual tenant for that. Tenant will be only one. For example, Cognizant company or Microsoft Azure company, they are nothing but a tenant, but they have their multiple subscription, like they have their branches in Pune, Mumbai, here and there. That is nothing but a subscription, more than one. But that company is associated with a single identity, and that's why that is categorized under that. And this is the difference between subscription and tenant. Now next question, how to connect on-premises service to your cloud service. As I told you, on-premises service, before every company have their on-premises server, and they are buying the means that on-premises hardware for that. Even lot of things they are investing, and they are going for their on-premises services, and they are spending the lot money. But now cloud is came in market, and they are saying you only pay for what you are using, and that everything I will manage. So this is the most benefit of our that cloud computing. So what is our question, how to connect your that on-premises service? If you have your old on-premises service, and there is a very important thing, you can't you are not interested to share with your Microsoft Azure. Okay, or you decided to share that later, and now you want to connect with your that Microsoft Azure cloud service. So how you will do that? With the help of Azure Express route. With the help of Azure Express route, you can able to do that. And what is Azure Express route? Azure Express route is nothing but a one connection which you can take between your on-premises service and your that Microsoft Azure cloud. So this is also one question. And next is how to give virtual machine access for a particular time, and we are doing that by using JIT. JIT means just in time, and we are doing this in IAM field of access control. I told you, okay, and just in time, that access enables you to lock down your that inbound traffic to your virtual machine by allowing access for only a limited time. Just in time means for a limited time we are providing a access, and the just in time feature is assigned as a part of the Azure Security Center standard tier. So we completed this our class 3 and class 4, and I have to discuss class 4 today only. That's why the class 4 just information and few overview only I gave you today. And today our topic is this. What is our topic? So this is Azure Web App. What is Azure Web App? First, I would tell you, it is a platform as a service. What is? It is a platform as a service. We till deleted with virtual machine, and virtual machine is a infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service means everything is maintained by you, everything is controlled by you, but these web apps is nothing but a platform as a service, and here everything or most of the things is maintained and controlled by your Azure service. Okay, you can't do much here because this Azure web app is a platform as a service. So see what I wrote here. We don't have full control on the server. Okay, we don't have full control here because this is maintained by our Microsoft Azure. Again, it managed by only Azure. It is managed by only Azure, like the storage, even the patches, even the security, that everything take care by only Azure. We are not managing that everything. But at the time of virtual machine, that is infrastructure as a service, and we are doing everything. Even you can able to create, even you can able to deploy, even you can able to manage your application. Where? Here in web apps you can able to create. So now I will create one. Okay, you can able to create, you can able to deploy, and you can able to manage your application in your that web apps. And you can create, you can build, you can deploy, you can manage your powerful, you can able to create, you can able to build, you can able to deploy and manage your powerful web, mobile, and API apps there. Okay, so today we are going with one small coding there, and I will give you all information. First, we will go with these our notes only. So there, when we will go, we will get there two types. One you two types of code base you will get. Okay, so now we are jumping there, and that is nothing but a Windows web app service, and another one is Linux web app. And how many types of runtime stack? Runtime stack means your programming language. So as you will go to that AWS, so we are calling here virtual machine, and they are calling as a EC2. So similarly, that programming language, Microsoft Azure, they are calling it as a runtime stack. So how many types of runtime stack that is supported? They are supporting that 6 type of runtime stack like .NET, Java, PHP, Python, Ruby, Node.js. This 6 type of runtime stack that Microsoft Azure is supporting. Even if you will go with the app service plan, so what happened? It is a it is a pricing tier, and that is depend with our location, feature, cost, and this everything you will get when we will first create that. So now I'm jumping to our portal. Okay, so our portal is this. Okay, and Now we jump to our portal. So now we will deal with our that web app concept. So web app icon or that item you will get in a app service of Microsoft Azure. So this app service you can search from search bar also, or if even that is in your dashboard. So click on app service, and after clicking on this app service, what is saying, either you can create from here, and what is written here, create, build, deploy, manage your powerful web, mobile, even API apps by using .NET, Java, Node.js, PHP, and Python. As I gave you details in that notes, you can create with the help of this app service. You can create, build, deploy, manage your powerful web, mobile, and your API apps by using .NET, Java, Node.js, or PHP or Python. So you can create that over that web app from here also. If I will click here, I can create from here, or if I want to click here, I will do from here also. I'm clicking here. So now that is in process, and that process is now completed, and now we are getting create a web app. Okay, so create a web app. If you are creating a web app, the most important two things is your subscription and your resource group. Okay, like I have already made a few resource group, so I am selecting that only, and I'm selecting your resource group as a DevOps training, you can say. Okay, I'm selecting here resource group as a DevOps training. Okay, and what they're asking now, instance details. So they want the name of your web app. So name of web app should be unique. And if you are seeing here Azure web app website.net, you are giving your name of your web app here, and that will assign to your this Azure website.net. What is this? This is the domain name. This is a domain name. Whatever plan you will select there, if you are selecting free plan, so Microsoft Azure will give domain name of Azure. If you are paying more, you can customize your domain name. Okay, so this everything I will tell you at the time of this plan only. Okay, so now we are giving one unique name to your that web app name. So we are giving here web app demo 1. No, that is not web app demo training. I gave name to my web app as a, and everyone should remember because it is possible. I will need this, and if I forgot, so let me know. Web app demo training. This name I gave to my web app. Here for this publishing, we are getting here two options. Either you can go with a code, or either you can go with a Docker container. What is this Docker container? If you have code, if you have code with your these languages which are listed there, which languages? .NET, Java, Python, Node.js. Okay. So if you have that code, you will select this one. Okay, but if you don't have code, if you have any Docker image or container, if you have any Docker image and container, you will select this icon. And when you are selecting this Docker image, so he will asking he will means take that Docker image which you are selecting. But now I'm not dealing with this Docker containers and Kubernetes. Okay, I will discuss when will this thing, that time we will go and will conduct one project with that only. But now we are going with code, so I will select here my code. And when I'm selecting the code, he will ask me runtime stack. Means, yeah, but which code? Either that will be a .NET, or that will be a ASP.NET, or that will be a Java, or that will be a Node.js, or that will be a PHP, or that will be a Python. Which code? That will be a which code. Okay, so if I'm selecting Java, okay, if I'm selecting Java 11, okay, if I'm selecting Java 11, see here new task is written on that Java. What you have to mount, you want to mount Java SE, you have to mount Java Tomcat, or these versions they are also giving. So what you have to do, and when you are selecting Java as your runtime stack, by default your Linux operating system is selected. Okay, because you selected Java, but I am dealing with .NET. Why I am dealing with .NET? Because I told you we are using first Visual Studio, and that Visual Studio is working on this only .NET, that is giving you D triple L extension. Okay, so now I have to working with .NET, and in .NET also you have this .NET 6 edition, and which is early access. That's why I will not use. Even you will get the 3.1 also, but this .NET 5 I will select. And when I will select .NET 5, automatically Windows operating system is selected. Okay, and we have to do with this only, and we selected our code, and we are not have any Docker image. That's why we selected here code, and in code we are selected our .NET 5. There are versions. Okay, there are versions of .NET also, but we want to go with .NET 5. And if you are selecting .NET 5, auto selected Windows operating system is selected. Now we want to select region, and central US is selected here. Even we can change if you want to change region. So we will go with central US only. Okay, then what next? App service plan. So this is the most important, because in web apps you see here what is very easy. This subscription everyone knows what is a free trial, and this is a resource group name. If you will select here, we are giving the name of our web app, and then we are publishing our code here. Then we selected our that .NET version 5. Okay, then we selected the region, but here is not much. Here most important thing is your app service plan. Why? Because as I told you, this domain name of Azure website.net we got. Why? Because I selected here free plan, because now I'm a free member. That's why auto selected Microsoft Azure auto selected this free plan. Okay, and that's why I will use this domain, that is a Azure website.net. So this app service plan is most important. So what is the first thing is here? Windows plan. We selected Center US, and this new ASP DevOps training 8850, they are automatically creating this Windows plan, because as I select Center US is my region, and after then DevOps training is my resource group. So they took that ASP.NET, because I will use here ASP.NET, and they gave it 8950, and they made that one. No need to do anything, create new or anything. That is auto selected, and they automatically made this icon for a Windows plan. We will deal with this SQ and size, and that is nothing but our plan. But we are not getting an option. We are not getting an option of how to select a plan here. Why we are not getting here option? Because we are working with a free plan. That's why that free F1 plan is auto selected here. And what is we will get in this free plan? We will get a 1 GB of memory. In this free plan, we can able to store a code. We can able to store a code of only 1 GB. 1 GB of score is a huge code. Okay, so we can able to store only 1 GB of memory, and you can only able to access your that web app for a 60 minute. You can only able to access that your virtual machine for a 60 minutes. Now I'm jumping toward my another screen of this Word document where I give you the few screenshots, this one of that plan, and you will get all details from here only. See, so what is this? If you are selecting on create a plan, so you will get these three options. First option is a your dev test, second option is your production, and third option is a isolated. Isolated is not important. We will not discuss this one. Only these are important, which is a dev test and this production. One more question and one more thing I want to tell you. Means why we are discussing this web app, because whatever code we are making now, that code we want to execute in our pre-production environment, and that pre-production environment we are getting in that our Visual Studio only. And now we are discussing with a plan. So when you are discussing with a plan, you are getting this three plan. First one is a dev test, second one is a production, and third one is isolated. And these two fields is not selected. That's why they are dark. Now I selected this one, and that's why this is a white. And when you are selecting this one, because we are using for testing purpose only, we are not actually implementing our project. We are using for testing purpose only. So when you are selecting this one, you are getting here again three options. Okay, these three plans you are getting. So we selected this F1. Okay, we selected this. See, you can able to see here. This is F1 plan, which I selected. And in F1 plan, we are getting a 1 GB of memory. And if you will see here, you will get a 60 minutes of computation. Okay, with this plan, you will get only 60-minute access to your web app, and you will get a 1 GB of memory. Okay, with our plan, which we selected, that is our plan is F1. As I told you, our plan is free plan, and that is auto selected, and that's why we got a domain of Microsoft Azure. But if you will see here, here is another plan that is a shared infrastructure, and here you will get a 1 GB of memory, and here you will get a 240 minutes of computation. You will get a 60 minutes of computation in this free plan with 1 GB of memory, and here also you will get a 1 GB of memory. Why they are giving only 1 GB of memory? Because for code not much memory is required. That's why they are giving only 1 GB. But here you got a 60 minutes of computation power, but here you will get it to 40 minutes of computation power, and you have to pay here, might be 600, 700, you have to pay. So that is the screenshot, because we are working with a free, so that's why we can't able to see. But I have one other account initially with my another pay as you go model. So from that time only I take a screenshot of this one. Okay, and if as I told you, this is a white one, we first selected this F1 plan, and in F1 plan we are getting 1 GB of memory and 60 minutes of computation. Now what I selected this only, basic plan only I selected, but we are getting here three tiles. So now, firstly, I selected F1. Now, secondly, I selected this one. What is D1 plan? This is a D1 plan. So what they are giving in this D1 plan, just I told you, we are getting here 1 GB of memory, and we are getting here 240 minutes of computation. But with the help of this, apart from that 1 GB of memory, and 240 minutes of computation, apart from this, we are getting here customized domain. We are getting here option of customized domain. Like I told you, we have that free plan, and we are getting that azure.net, that is a free domain. But if you want to use another domain, or if you have any another subscription of another domain, you can include that domain, because this included feature is here. This included feature of domain is here. And why I'm discussing plan so deeply? Because I already told you in web app what is important. The plans which you are selecting, that is very important, and that's why we are going this that much of depth. First one is a pre-plan, that is a free domain. Second, if you will select in your basic plan, that is nothing but customized domain, so you can change your domain, but nothing else you are getting here. Nothing else you are getting here. Now we will go to our this production plan. Okay, this is a basic, this is a standard, and you can say this is a expert. Okay, we discuss our that basic. Now we will go to our standard plan. Okay, and in our basic, we first discuss this free plan, and second we discuss our this customized domain plan. Here you can customize your domain, and now we will go to this production. And when you are going toward production, you are getting your plan like S1, PV2, PV3. So this plan might be this is a double of this is a triple, this is a fourth time, this is a fifth time, this is a sixth time, this is a seventh time. You are getting a that much of billing here. Why? Because your features are increasing in every plan. In your billing is also increasing in your any plan. As this plan is free, that's why you not got any type of feature here. But when you selected this D1 plan, you are getting here one feature, that is a customized domain. Similarly, now I selected this production, and in production you are getting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these 7 plans you are getting here. And if I will click on this S1 plan, so what feature I will get, that will listed here. Okay, see, if I am selecting here, and if I'm scrolling down, if I'm selecting here and if I'm scrolling down, so this S1 plan, how many features this S1 plan have? He have feature of custom domain, he have feature of auto scale, even you will get training slot, even you will get daily backup here, even you will get a traffic manager here, even you will get a Azure capture using ACU, even you will get a more memory if you want in storage of 50 GB. This everything you are getting with this plan. And that's why plan I gave you screenshot, and this is so important one. So we discussed this one, and that is completed. Now we are jumping to our Azure portal. Okay, so I'm repeating, this is our free trial. In free trial, you give resource group name as a DevOps training. Then I gave name to my web app as a web app demo training. Web app demo training. Let me change this name because this is looking so big. Web app demo. Web app demo 1, 2. No. Web app demo. I'm writing 2 times. Okay. Yeah, it is valid. This is web app demo 2 times I'm writing, and that is accepted. Then I selected here code for publish. I want to publish my code. I don't want to publish my Docker image. I want to publish my code. So I selected here code. Then I select my runtime. Hello everyone, is visible listening? My voice is
Yes,
my
Pranav.
voice is audible.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's audible.
Okay, keep on mute. Keep on mute. Okay. So then I selected that runtime stack. Runtime stack means my programming language I selected as a .NET. And then when you are selecting .NET language, automatically your Windows operating system is selected. Then I am selecting here my region as a central US. I am selecting my region as a central US. And then only last left is a app service plan, and I'm repeating, app service plan is most important, and in interview they will ask you question of this only, app service plan. So this is automatically selected with the help of our Azure resource name and that ID they are taking. And now we have to select a SKU and size, that is nothing but our plan. And by default we are a free user, that's why our free F1 plan is selected. But you can also go with the D1 plan where you will get a different domain. You can use that different domain here. Okay, even if you want the more features like traffic, auto scaling, and this much and that one, you can go with the production and you can add another features there also. Okay, so this is completed, and now next we will go toward a deployment. If you, I will click here next. Now I am going toward a deployment. So now when you I am going toward deployment, so he is asking me what you want to enable or you want to disable. So we are using this, everything is only for a demo and training purpose. So that's why we are not enabling. That will be disabled. It's okay. Do and go next. Now, you know that in Microsoft Azure, the monitoring tool is nothing but a application inside. This application inside is a monitoring tool and that is activated here. So we want to put that activated, it's okay. Let's go to next. Application inside is nothing but a monitoring tool in our Microsoft Azure. Then we are going next and we are not using that tag also. Then we are going to review plus create. So it validated and everything is correct. So now we can able to create our web app. And now when I will create your web app, so what happened after creating, I want to deploy it, I want to build it, and I want to do everything. So I don't have any environment, I don't have any place to do this everything. So where I will do that everything, I will do that everything in Visual Studio, because Visual Studio is one IDE which provide me a platform where I can build my this project, where I can deploy in pre-production environment. I'm not actually deploying it to my client side. I am deploying it to my pre-production environment. Production environment means actually you are implementing or actually you are deploying your project. But before that, if you want to give a demo or if you want to give a trial of that, so for that thing you are using a pre-production environment, and that pre-production environment we will get from our Visual Studio. And Visual Studio is one of big software you can say, and we are using that means community 2019 version. And how to download that community 2019 version, I will tell you that also. So every time you will get this overview, input, output, and template is created. Okay, and this is our deployment details you can download from here. And if you will go to resource, so see what happened now. As I told you that domain name, so now our domain is created here. See what is our resource group. Our resource group is DevOps training. Okay, what is our status of our web app? That is running. Okay, location we took as a central US. Our subscription is a free trial. Our subscription ID is this one, tag will not give. What is our URL? Your URL is a web app demo. As I give 2 times, you remember now? That is nothing but a domain name. Okay, web app demo, and after then you got here Azure web app site.net. This .net Azure website.net, that is by default. But whatever name I gave to my that web app, I gave name is a web app demo. So that is included here. But if you are changing the size, you can change the name of this also. Okay, and now I'm putting copy of this one here, and this is a ASP tool, and that's why day of training is that ASP tool. And now we completed. We deals with our web app. Now we have to go towards our Visual Studio. So now I'm again jumping toward. Let me go toward. I want to copy. I want to copy the link from where we will download our Visual Studio 2019. So how to develop .NET project code into the Azure Web App, the Visual Studio code. Okay, so now I copied that link from our notepad, and now I'm pasting here. Now I'm pasting here. So what is a Visual Studio? Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code are nothing but IDEs. Okay, where you can build lot of tools. So I clicked here. Now if you will go here, download Visual Studio. Okay, I gave the link and I will post to in your WhatsApp group. So this is our link. I opened that link, and after opening this, you can able to download your Visual Studio software from here only. Okay, so when you are going here, you are getting your option of download Visual Studio. So we don't want a professional or enterprise edition. We want a community edition of 2019. So click here on community edition of 2019. It is possible your this Google Chrome means he can't able to automatically start a download. So for that it is possible you have to install Mozilla Firefox, and you have to open that link in Mozilla Firefox, and when you will click, so that software will automatically download, and that download will be a run file of small MBs only. And after opening that, actually your Visual Studio will start downloading, and you are getting they're getting your public. You want to include Java tool, you want to include tool for .NET or ASP.NET, they will ask. So click on ASP.NET. Because we are working on that, and 2.5 GB of memory. Hello, everyone can see this portal now?
Yes, Krunal.
Everyone can see the portal now? Hello?
Yes,
Hello.
Krunal, we are able to see it.
Okay. Yeah. So after downloading this, you will get a run file. So double click on that run file and select a few plugins, and initial plugins only. 2-3 plugins select, and then try to download, and near about 2.5 GB of file is downloaded and installed, and that is nothing but your Visual Studio. Okay, now I am directly jumping toward my Visual Studio, which I installed here. Everyone can see my desktop or not? Hello?
We are able to see that Visual Studio Microsoft.com, that URL where you have opened.
Okay. Now I'm opening that Visual Studio. Let me first click on there, and then I will share my screen from there also. Visual Studio. Yeah, I got Visual Studio 2019. I click, and now I will share you the screen of this Visual Studio. Okay, everyone can see Visual Studio screen.
Yes, Krunal, we are able to see.
Pardon one more time because voice is breaking. Everyone can see Visual Studio.
Yes, Krunal.
Yes. Okay. Hello. Pardon one more time. Your voice is breaking. Everyone can see.
Yes, Krunal, we are able to see it.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a Visual Studio which I installed. Now, what we did in Microsoft Azure portal, we created a web app in that web service. So that is nothing but we made a code. That is nothing but we made a code, and now that code we want to build, deploy, and run, and we don't have our client side production environment. So we will do that everything in our pre-production environment. And what is our pre-production environment? Our pre-production environment is nothing but a Visual Studio. So we will do everything with a Visual Studio. And after clicking on the icon of Visual Studio, you will get this dashboard. If you are seeing this here, web application 2, 1, and this, when I did a practice of your lecture, that time I made this with this name, and then I deleted. And that's why that is you are getting here. Okay. And for creating our project, first where we will click on create a new project. Even if you want to open your local folder, you can click here. If you want to open a project for any solution, because that project and solution we are getting here only, so you can open from here. If you want to make a clone of your repository, you can make a clone of your repository from here. But we are dealing with a creation of a new project. So first we have to click here, create a new project. So when you will click here on create a new project, this software is somewhat heavy, that's why it is in progress only. And now our project we are creating. So when you are creating your project, I already told you we are working with a .NET code. That's why we selected the .NET 5. And here, if you will go, so here you have to select your ASP.NET Core Web App. Here you have to select your ASP.NET Core Web App. So select here ASP.NET Core Web App and then select as a next. And when you are selecting as a next, he is asking you for the name of project. And by default, he gave the name of our project as a web application 1. So let it be whatever the default. And what is the location of this project? In C drive, there is a user. In user, here is a Krunal, and there is a one folder that is a source. And in that source folder, there is a one repo. And in that repo, you will get a option, or you will get your project. Okay, so now I'm opening that. Yes, everyone can visible this. I'm opening that. First I'm going to C drive, then I'm going to, everyone can visible, then I'm going to user, then I'm going to Krunal, then I'm going to source, then I'm going to repo. See, there is nothing here because I'm not made project. Even when I made project, I deleted that project. That was, you will not get anything here. Okay, so this location, which location, which I show you here, C drive, user, Krunal, source, repo. Now this location is empty. Even you can change this location. By default, they are giving this location, so be with that. So whenever you are giving your name of project, the same name, your that solution name will be same only. Your project name and that solution name will be same. And then we are creating next. Then we are going for a next. And when you are going for a next, now they are asking for same, which means a .NET as you selected, which .NET you will use, 3.1? No, because that is not longer supported. That is old version 3.1. We selected 5.0 in our Azure portal only. So we will select here also .NET 5.0. Okay, so now I selected here .NET 5.0, and after then I will create a project. And when I will create a project, so what will happen? Our project is created, and this Visual Studio will have a subscription of Microsoft Azure. because whatever credential you used in your Microsoft Azure, same credential I already gave with my Microsoft Azure also. Sorry, Visual Studio also. Because whatever credentials you gave in your Microsoft Azure portal, whatever credential I'm repeating, whatever credential means your username and password you give in your that Azure portal, same credential you have to give with your Visual Studio. Why? Because your Visual Studio you are using for a pre-production deployment, for building your source code, for building your project, you are using that. So this Visual Studio should know which code you build it. Our code, what is our code? This is our code. This is our code. And this code we have where we use and where we wrote this code when initially we went with our this Microsoft Azure portal. Okay. And here we created this. Okay. So our that web app service, in that web app service, we created our web apps and we selected that few items. That is nothing but our code. And that code, if your Visual Studio want to import that code, for that first you have to go to your file. First you have to go to your file and then go to account setting, and then go to account setting. And as I already log in as a Krunal CU at the rate Gmail, this is my Microsoft Azure credential. I already log in. I already log in. That's why, that's why, that's why I made a project with the help of web app application one. But whatever code which is included in that web app application one, that all code this Visual Studio imported from our Microsoft Azure portal, because that all coding of our sample code, you can say, all coding of our sample code we did with our Microsoft Azure portal. And I opened this Visual Studio and I selected our .NET framework. Then I selected our .NET 5 language, and they are developing that environment here because I want to pre-deploy here only. And after then I gave my Microsoft Azure credential to our this Visual Studio by clicking on this file and account setting. I gave my credential, so he imported that whole code. He imported that whole code in your web app application one. So that is our code. This is our code. Okay. And our this code, now we have to build. Now this code we want to test, build, deploy. So we are getting here one platform that is nothing but a IIS Express. If you're clicking on this IIS Express, what will happen? Whatever code you imported from that Microsoft Azure, that code is now building. See here, that code is a building. That code is building, but that code you are building in your local PC. That code now I'm building in my local computer. I'm not building that code with you can say my that pre-production environment, or I'm not publishing there in my laptop only. This is integrated, this Visual Studio is integrated with my laptop now. So while clicking on that ISS Express, my that code is building. And and after building that code, now he is giving us output. See, I not did anything. That is going automatically. First that is builded, and after building, you are getting this output. And what is our output? That is building only. That is building only. And we can change the output. We can edit the output. I will tell you how to edit our source code and how to publish and how to deploy that source code. I will tell you everything. So first, like take a look of our output, and our output will be nothing. You will get here page name, and you will get one welcome screen here. Only that is nothing but our output. So see, Here what is written? Home page. You can change here home page web application one. You can change this one. I will tell you how to change. Even you are getting your welcome screen. This is nothing but our output, and we can able to change this, and how to change this everything I will tell you. Now I'm closing it. This is my output. I'm closing it. And how I got this coding? I only clicked on this IIS Express, and this is nothing but a one building tool, or that is executed in my local PC only. But if you want to execute this product via publishing or with our that Visual Studio, so first you click on this your solution web app, and then right click here. You are not getting any option of publish here. You are not getting any option of publish here, because that is not included in your solution. That is included in your this project. What is the name of your project? Web application one. This is the name of your project. So if you will click here, and if you will right click here, and if you will right click here, if you will right click here, see, you are getting the option of publish.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Ramesh. I guess Krunal's network is gone.
Oh. Hello, Yogesh.